Let me just make sure, at the very least. Let me just make sure the sound's like working, you know? Also, using the scriptable object. Give me 1 sec. It's like, hmm. Yeah, I don't think I want to do that. Alright, what's up, everybody? This is Vasu Nepali. If you're new here, please follow me. I'll be honest with you, I don't think, like, I think, Udemy might be copyrighted, but, so I'm going to be using this as a template for the game I want to build. And it's going to be similar to this, you know, same URP, lighting, and everything. Um, I do a bunch of other stuff here. It's not just game development. It's also like, I also game, and my focus is on like 2D RPGs, such as the one I was playing, Sea of Stars. I tried playing No Rest for the Wicked, but I'll be honest with you, that game needs work, and I'm just gonna focus on Sea of Stars going forward. So yeah, all right. So let's begin. So let's see. I'll go over the code really quick, just the settings here, just so that we're all up to speed on everything. So the first script that I ended up developing was agent input. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. You got, this is all like event-driven programming. So you got on movement key pressed, on pointer changed, and these are all pretty much like serialized fields that we can create. So I feel like it's going to be a bit boring going through all of it, but we'll see. I'll just go through this course and, you know, my goal is still like get up to here, 67. It's only 5:45 in the morning, so we'll see. We'll see how far we can go. Let's keep strolling. I'm not gonna play any of the sounds because of copyright. Okay, let's reorganize this a bit. Enemy short should go below game manager. I don't know if that really matters much, but it seems to at least. I'm pretty sure I already have this open. Hey. So we do have a private camera here. We do have, you know what? Let's move this up a little bit. Let's move this up there. That's a thing. I didn't even know you could do that. Let's see. Where even is that? Extract interface. Does mine even have this? Or is that like generate constructor, blah blah blah? Hmm. Oh, okay, wait. See? Click the wrong button. Oh, it's probably right here. Move to namespace. I don't even know if mine has this. Dude. Extract interface isn't even in mine. Bro, I don't even have it in here. Hmm. We'll see what the final product looks like, and then we'll go from there. Actually, wait. There's another way we could do this. So let's see. Go into scripts in GitHub. Okay, so there's a new script that we're going to be creating. It's called iAgent input. Um, and that goes in interfaces. Pretty sure we already have that folder there, which we do. So let's go ahead and actually create these by hand. It's a bit annoying, but you know, what can you do? iAgent input. All right, let's make sure we spell that right. Okay. Is there another one we're creating too, or is that like it? Okay, so in the player, we're creating a player class. We'll do that in a quick. We'll do that in a sec. We also need the iAgent interface. So there's two interfaces that we're adding here: iAgent input and iAgent interface. So what I'll do is I'll just like copy this name, paste it in here. These aren't really interfaces just yet. We still have to like do a few things to them. Okay, so then we'll set this up in a little bit, but let's focus on these for now. So iAgent input is the first one that we officially did. Okay, so let's open that up in Unity. So this is not a mono behavior. Okay, so we want the Unity events. So let's just add that namespace there. Okay, so my goal is to like understand what I'm copying in before I actually copied in. So iAgent input. Okay, so there's like 4 events here. So on fire button pressed. So what we're actually doing here is we're copying all these. On fire button pressed, on fire button released. This is using the old input system, but I guess we'll refactor it to the new input system eventually. And all these they're just like they're just events, right? You can actually assign like function calls to them and stuff. So I think that's pretty nifty. Okay, so let's focus. Okay, so let's get these in there. So on fire button pressed. And I'm guessing these are all public. And this all goes inside the iAgent input. Okay, so then let's see. This is the on fire button released. That also goes inside here. We're doing the same thing here. We're doing the vector 2 on movement key pressed. Let me see if that's even in here first. It is on movement key pressed. And I don't think we're serializing it necessarily. It doesn't have to be a public, but I guess we're just because we're not assigning it in here, we're assigning it in. What does that mean? Oh, wait. Am I supposed to copy the get set? Alright, give me one sec. Okay. I think we should be good. Sorry, I just had to do something. On pointer position changed. Okay, so it looks like whenever we add these, we have to make sure we add the get sets. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So that's the vibes I'm getting here. So let's just copy these over to. There we go. Best viewers on Streambo.com. I don't know what that is. I'm not going to click that. Okay. So that's the first one I'm copying over here. So now let's implement the iAgent. Which I haven't really gotten to yet, so let's continue. Oh, but wait, hold on. Yeah, this is lame. My editor does not have this. I don't know if they got rid of it or it's probably moved somewhere else. Okay, so I guess what we could do. Hold on, my alarm's going off. Okay, so I'm guessing what we can do here, based on what I saw here. So it's let me see if I can find it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so it's actually, wait, is it here or is it somewhere else? Okay, agent input, right? So instead of just, having it as a mono behavior, it also gets information from, it also implements stuff from here. So we could just copy this in. And what does it want from me? Agent input does not implement interface member on fire pressed. What does that mean? I thought we were serializing that, were we not? Let me actually see what it says. Let me find the get fire input, which is what this is here. Okay, so maybe we should. Oh. Okay, so. Oh, okay. So I guess we do need these get sets. That's lame. Thought we could get away with having not having them in there. Okay, we don't need these. Let's get rid of these. Hmm. So it's probably telling me something else. Okay, so this error is gone, but now this is still there. Keep burping. Alright, so we should be good here. What else do we have to do? On fire button released new. It looks like we don't need that in there anymore. I don't even know where the skin came from, dude. On fire button pressed, on fire button released. Is that like even a new thing? Like I don't under. Okay, so I guess we'll come back to this in a little bit. Let's continue. Enemy AI brain. And that goes inside the enemy script. You know what? We'll look at it ourselves. And then we'll. Okay, so let's just make sure we get the name right. It's called Enemy AI Brain. And this is like a completely new script. Like it doesn't even exist in our project yet. Enemy AI Brain. Let's open this up here. Okay. Let's just clear this out. It looks like this one's only a mono behavior and also has the iAgent input. So I'm just gonna like copy this stuff over here and paste that in there and click here. We still need the Unity events. So yeah, I feel like that's fine. You don't really need these. We'll just like comment these out. Because we're actually like assigning and then sets or, whatever. So let's just like, I don't know why it always has this here, right? It always gives us like default configurations, which you don't really need, in my perfectly honest opinion. Talking a lot. Okay, so one, but this doesn't even there. It's not even there. 1, 2, 3, 4. We should have 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that, and we apparently do have 4 of these. Okay, so there's one method that we don't really have. And that's the target. So let's get that in there. We'll add that as like the very first thing. Okay, so then we want on awake define the object of type players and the game object. So this like goes through your scene and finds whichever object has the type player, and it assigns it to target. Assigns it to the target, rather. So if it finds it, and this is like, this only happens once because it's happening on Awake. As soon as the project starts, as soon as the script is loaded, like the very first thing, the very first life cycle method that happens is Awake. And this is actually where you want to do it because you never want the target to be null. And I guess we're just doing this here. Um, my guess as to why we're doing it up here is because to visualize it in the inspector, but I mean, we don't necessarily have to do it here. It could be private but I guess we want to access it in other files. All right, so let's set up the awake method. I'll just like faster typing it out. Okay. We don't want to do this. We want to actually do it find object of type. So the default code it gave us isn't quite what we want. And we don't really have player yet, so I'll just comment it out. Okay, so in order to get player, you also need the iAgent interface. Okay, so let's get that in there. iAgent interface, but I don't know when we start implementing that, so let's continue watching. Yeah, I did. I literally did this. Oh, wait, we're forgetting something. We need the field serialized field. Super important. Forgot that. It's a crucial detail, but it's important nonetheless. Okay, so that, let's just make sure we pair them up correctly. So that's good. This one definitely has it. This one has it. Let's see. And also this one has it. So pretty much all these have it. I don't know if we really need the space here, so we can actually like get rid of that. Let's actually think about this a bit. So target equals find object of type player, blah blah blah. Best viewers on stream, streambio.com. Why does everyone keep spamming that, guys? What is this? And why are they all like first time chat? I don't understand. Streamboo.com. I don't even know what that is, and I'm probably not going to click that link because they're all like different links. Oh, I don't even know. I'll have to research that, but I'm not going to click those links. Okay. So this is all we kind of need right now. You know what? I'll like set this up, but I'll just comment it out. If you're watching this VOD, like my chat's being spammed with best viewers on stream right now. I genuinely don't know what that is, and basically it's this stuff right here. And honestly, it looks kind of scammy, so yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. Okay. Wait a sec. I kind of missed that entire part. So what he's saying, so what we're going to do is here, pretty much all the events here, and I can't remember if we did this in the last lecture or something, but it doesn't look like we have, I don't think we ever like implemented those methods. But I do know for sure that we're going to be copying a lot of the stuff that's similar. All right. Okay, so each one of these has a function. Oh, it's agent movement. Wait a sec. Is it agent input or agent movement? Okay, so on movement key pressed, on pointer position change. So those two are the ones we need here. So let's go here. On movement key pressed, on pointer position change, because I guess those are the first two that we're implementing. And what are we supposed to drag into here? Let's see. Okay, so enemy short. So all we gotta do is literally drag this into here. Agent movement, move agent. Great. On movement key pressed. Did I accidentally like set the player? Oh, you know what happened? It's because we like changed we extracted that as an interface. It reset everything. So I don't think I'll be able to like get anything from there. Okay, that's lame. Okay, so enemy chore agent movement on movement key pressed. Wait, hold on. On movement key pressed. I did not do that right. Okay, so this is not right. On pointer position change, on movement key pressed. Okay, so that's the one we want to implement. So go right here, go right there. Agent movement, move agent. Okay, so that looks correct. That definitely looks correct. On pointer position change is probably the next one. On pointer position changed. I don't know why he has two. I feel like that one will come in handy eventually. So, okay, so on pointer position change, avatar, agent renderer, face direction. There we go. Okay, so the thing is, we're gonna have to do the same thing for not necessarily this one, but we're gonna have to do it for the player because it reset everything, as you can see. Kind of lame, but you know. So we'll have to go back a few leagues and just check it out. Okay, so um we don't need the agent input. So that's I'm sorry, the enemy short, we don't need this. We could just straight up delete it. Great. Okay. We do need the agent movement. Let's actually like go back here and see what we did here. So agent input. Okay, so for here, because we're not going to go off the course forever, we have to figure this out on our own. On movement key pressed is also agent movement. So let's go here and assign that there. On movement key pressed. So what do we do here? Is we just drag the player in. Pretty sure we drag the player in. Agent movement. Move agent. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so let's go here. On pointer position changed. So for on pointer position changed, that's face direction. Okay, so you can literally do the same thing. So this time we're dragging the player. Agent movement. Pretty sure there's a face direction method here somewhere. Oh, wait, no, that's the avatar, my bad. Wait, give me one sec. It's the avatar. Uh, agent renderer face direction. Okay, cool. On fire button pressed. I think we have stuff for this. I don't know. We'll just assign these temporarily. Agent input, or is it agent movement? Pretty sure it's agent input, but let's see what's in here. Agent input. Okay, so this doesn't have anything in there. Neither does this. So neither of these do. Pretty sure it's these. That is a good question. Where would we even do this? Ugh. Okay, I don't know. I feel like we definitely lost something. So on fire button press. That's clearly something that we lost. Hmm. Do you think it might be in here? Weapon? Maybe, I don't know if it's try shoot. I don't know if we have anything for that. We might not. I don't think we do. You know what? We'll come back to that in a sec. So yeah, we already did this. Okay, so our player can actually take damage now. That's what we're going to be doing next. So we do have like an enemy script. And so with the enemy script, so there's on die. And there's like three events that happen here. On hit, well, what happens here? And I'm pretty sure there's also a capsule collider 2D that is a trigger. So that definitely handles the hit logic here. Enemy movement, so that moves the enemy, or agent movement rather, sorry. Um, hmm. Okay, so we don't really have a player script. I guess that's what we're going to be building next. Do we have an eye enemy? It doesn't look like. Oh, okay, so we do have a script called iAgent, but we haven't really put anything in it yet. So let's go in here. Just pull it out. Let's actually look at it ourselves first. So what even are we doing first? Okay, so iAgent, right? It's a pretty simple script. There's only like 3 methods we can really extract. So let's copy the definition up here. Let's paste it there. Okay, now what do we do from here? So we have 3 events here. So you got the health event. What else do we got? We got the on die event. And there's one more. There's a on get hit event. So health, on die, and on get hit. We already have this, so we don't have to worry about that. But let's move up here. We already did this. It's the iAgent input. The enemy class has the iHittable. But let me just open up that and just see what it looks like first. Okay, so what do we do from here once we create this? So this is where we create the player. So what do we actually do here? So the player implements the iAgent interface. So realistically, we can just get rid of all this stuff here. All Unity scripts have that in them. Okay, let's okay, so let's actually see what we have here. Okay, so we get the health, and that's literally a getter or setter. So we don't really need to like do that necessarily, but we could do this. Okay. So there's only like 3 methods here that we're implementing. Okay, this is driving me nuts. Let me actually see if I can figure this out. On fire button pressed. Maybe it's in here. Maybe it's not in there. Okay. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure where it will be. We'll have to go back a few pegs and figure that out some other time. But let's just, because we won't be able to like test anything until we get that in there. So we don't have any way to shoot at the moment. So now I think we're able to do something. So right here we can actually like okay. Okay, here it is. Player weapon. Oh, okay. There we go. So player weapon dot shoot. Of course, it's the player weapon. Stop shooting. Duh. Duh. That's what it was. Let's save this. Why don't we? Okay, so I think we should be able to test this out now. I can't even aim my mouse, bro. Okay, you know what? On key press, on pointer position changed. Okay, on pointer position changed. Okay, so there's one more thing we kind of have to do here. It's player player weapon, aim weapon. And by the way, that's like a weapon parent sort of thing. There we go. So now it should actually work. Okay, so what have you achieved here? The answer is at. Wait, what happened? I'm getting an error. Line 22. Oh, because we don't have a player. Oh, duh. We haven't done that yet. Okay, of course that makes sense. That actually makes sense to me. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so there is no player. Well, there is a player, but there is no player on the scene. So, like, it's there, but it the script is not really attached to anything. All right, I think it should work now. Let's try it. All right, so we don't get that error anymore. Great, we just fixed an error that we created ourselves. Okay, so the real way to check this is just yeah, it's found. Okay, change of plans. We're gonna do like the first three right now, because I don't know, like, I mean, if you can get to here, that'll be a miracle. I don't know if we'll be able to finish all these today. Okay, so I did read this article, and there's two kinds of finite state machines. There's the regular one, and then there's the stack-based finite state machine. So I guess the one we're implementing is the regular one. So there's like four states in this example. So you got the find aid, and okay, so it tries to look for it, and if it finds it, then it just wanders. So there's and it stays in the state unless the player is near. If the player is near, it goes and attacks. Not the player runs away, player's out of sight, then it goes back to the wandering state. So this is the state it goes back to no matter what. But no matter what, we flip flop between these two. Okay, so that's all fine and dandy, but let's go to this right up right here. So now we're in the attacking state. Now, if the player is attacking back, well, if your enemy is a coward, which I guess in this case it is, it evades. Now, if its health points are low, then it goes and tries to like heal itself, and that's where we get into the find aid state. So it doesn't happen out of thin air; it comes from here. So I guess this is like the first state here, wandering. So these are called transitions. Hopefully we have a good. Okay, so that's Okay, so scripts, folder, AI. Let's just look at some of the stuff ourselves. So there's 4 of these. You got the AI state, you got, which is empty. You got the AI movement data, which is really just like a scriptable object. It's not really a scriptable object, but it has the name data in it, so I'm not sure why we created that in that fashion. Okay, so most of these are like empty. AI action data. Why are these mono behaviors? Okay, so this one is a data package. This one is just a mono behavior. I mean, they're all mono behaviors, but for some odd reason, we're treating some of these as data, like data. Okay, so AI transition, AI state. So we got like what, 3 mono behaviors and then 2 data scripts. Interesting. All right, so all we're really doing here is just creating these scripts. Let's start from the first one. The first one is AI action data. So let's go ahead and create that. AI decisions, all these have AI, and they're all capital. Just like copy the names. You know, it like opens up my folder. AI movement data is the next one. Okay. And we got AI state. That's the third one. I'm sorry, how many do we have so far? We have like 3. AI state is the 4th one. I don't know why I said, yeah. Well, we're on the 4th one. Corrected myself there. And then we got AI transition, which is the 5th one. Okay, so let's talk about, let's go in and, okay, so we don't really have to do anything really, because this one's already like created for us. This already has the starter code. The only scripts really at this point really need to modify are the action data and movement data. So let's look at this one first. Let's get rid of all this stuff here. Sometimes we're like using scriptable. I feel like setting this up as a scriptable object is a bit complex. It's a bit more convoluted than what we're actually doing. But let's just take a look at this. This is action data. So there's the first state, I guess, is attack. So it's a Boolean. Second state is, okay, so if the target is spotted, so the player is spotted. And then third state is arrived. I don't know what these mean exactly yet. We'll find out soon. Alright, so then we have our movement data. And that's the next one we're modifying. Let's get rid of all this. Okay, so for the movement, so these are all like state machine representations. So you got two fields here. We got the direction and the point of interest. And they're all like vector 2s. These don't need to be changed. So we'll just, yeah, so we're pretty much done, you know, as far as like setting up the code. Okay, but let's watch. Hmm. Let's make sure we have the right number of spreads. Okay, so even though it says data, it's not really a scriptable object. Okay, it's fair. Hmm. I might actually play that, because that's the kind of game I'm trying to build here. Alright, I'm getting a bit exhausted, but I feel like 2 videos a day every morning will generate good content. So hopefully by the time I'm like, so tomorrow morning we're gonna resume, and the same way we're just gonna like go through this and just start, you know, setting stuff up. So we already have like a good start here. So we got the enemy brain, state machine architecture, AI transition, blah blah blah. Okay, so I guess what I'm trying to say is tomorrow we're gonna work on these 2 lectures. We're not quite done. But tonight, I want to play Enter the Gungeon. So note to self, we left off on state machine architecture. And we already sort of have a playable build. The bullets don't really get destroyed, do they? Okay, I gotta look into that as to why that's happening. On trigger enter duty. So we are hitting the obstacle. So that's where they should be destroyed. But the thing is, we aren't really deleting the bullet. Which we'll have to, like, focus on later, I guess. But yeah, I achieved what I wanted to. So, like, 2 lectures a day, I believe, will finally finish this course. On the weekends, we'll do, like, 3. So if you keep up the pace, we'll finally... You know, it's all about consistency, right? And the reason I'm using this course is because of the lighting and, you know, the data-driven, object-oriented design pattern, which is way better. Okay, yeah, I'll see you guys later. Don't forget to follow me if you enjoy this content.